Putting God first is said to be one major aspect of human life that is very paramount. On this note is where we have the Executive Secretary of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria in the person of Professor Garba Sharubutu, who has completed the magnificent mosque we have in the premises. The mosque is done, as you can see. It's said to be commissioned by the Minister of Agriculture, who is being expected to be in the premises anytime soon. All hands, everybody are already on ground to see that this commissioning hits the ground, and of course it's been done successfully. Stay tuned as we bring you more details about the commissioning of the Arcn Mosque.
إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر
Congratulate us for putting up such an edifice, house of Allah, house of worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that this was done all from your own effort and no cutting corners. It's not substandard, it's elegant in the real sense of the word. Look at this demarcation. And you know, whenever you can, that's why Saudi, the way they are using their wealth to beautify Kaaba and the mosques, beautifying worship places to worship Allah. That's why I can say they are continuing to progress, to prosper, because they are putting the wealth that God gave them to His worshiping centers. And this is, I can say, commensurate to what they are doing. I'm very happy. The Arcn has been progressing since my coming, and I thought what can I do better than to make it progress even more? Coming to commission the radio and TV, and now this, and then getting approval from Mr. President to employ a great number of people to enhance the working of the Arcn and the Institute is something of pleasure to me, and it's a privilege, and I'm happy that I came and I have done my part. Must hope that somebody can come and do better, not just even as good as you, but better than you. That's the only way. So I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to pray with you this afternoon. And I can assure you for the next 3 days, whatever that I can do again to improve ARC and the Institute and the ministry in general, and to uplift agriculture in Nigeria, I assure you I'll continue to do that until Monday morning. Because contrary to some people are saying that whether the council has been dissolved or not, the procedure is, unless if the president decides to dissolve his council, usually the council stands dissolved when the baton is handed over on the swearing day. Yeah, so but he has the right to say, okay, I've dissolved the council, and then whoever will be the most senior can take over, but that has not been done. So we'll just do whatever we can. As he said, go back to your desk and tidy up. But he cautioned, you know our Mr. President, Mr. Upright, Mr. Integrity, but don't, in the process of tidying, to do something that is out of order, which means take your time and do the right thing. Don't be rushing and signing things that you shouldn't sign. So, and we're doing that, inshallah. Religious country, or you can say for now buy, because usually it's the Muslims and Christians that will construct worshiping places. Our constitution has allowed for everyone to practice, to express his religious interest. So whereby people come together, whether Christians or Muslim, and build a worshiping place at the workplace according to our constitution, is allowed, our policy, and this is part of the coexistence. This is part of tolerance, that you can worship whatever you want to worship, and I do the same, and then we come together and work for the people of Nigeria. Well, let me really commend the effort, the tenacity, what they have put, come together to build this. This is quite an elegant mosque, inside and out. And I am really happy that they were able to do that. And I don't expect anything less. I mean, working with the executive secretary of Arcn, his tenacity, his effort to make sure everything under Arcn, the institute, the colleges works well, I am not surprised that the people are able to come together to put this. So I'm happy. It just goes as far as to show that diligence from workplace to worshiping place, they go hand in hand.
Where we are coming from, initially the place was very small, and it's a bit displaced. The demarcation between male and female was not actually well pronounced. With what we have here, I think is something of joy. But what is even more joyous is the fact that this place symbolizes unity. It symbolizes cooperation. It symbolizes the fact that Arcn is, apart from being technically gifted, it's also spiritually gifted. That you can see the mosque is filled to the brim. And then apart from that, you find out that the Honorable Minister himself has come. On the eve of somebody going, and he has opportunity for things like this, I think is something that will give him joy. And for those of us who have served him, we have served the institution that he provided, the political leadership, I think we need to be excited. That's why I'm very happy. I have been able to set a standard in Arcn to the fact that people must respect their work first. You worship God, you worship Allah, but you must give respect to the time you have. Because for you to be a staff and be proud of the mosque, you really need to be committed to your work. You can never come here if you were not even a staff in the first instance. So the service you render is what makes people to come here. Your behavior to your place of work is what will attract people here for the mosque to be utilized. You remember that it's not about building a mosque, but is to be able to render the mosque useful. So anybody can build a mosque, but it's not everybody that can make the mosque useful. So we have tasked our people. All our heads of departments are up and doing, and if you are very conversant with our work ethics here, you will find out that everybody is in his office at the right time, so that we will be able to render our service. And I need to say that we need to have a mix of technicality and spirituality. So if you just worship, you know the implication, because Islam has prescribed, punishment for laziness. So if you are lazy and you think that you are just in the mosque, your name is sorry. You just have to do your work.
I'm highly delighted because such kind of a project, to start it and finish it within your tenure, is a great achievement. Most especially, you are building a house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Most especially that you are committed to your religion. It's very important that you are identified with your religion, because people will expect you to be a good person, because all the religions teaches people to be kind, to be trustworthy, to be good ambassadors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the earth.
Okay, we've seen the edifice is quite a huge one. Is this up to standard as to what a normal mosque should be?
Actually, I participated in 2012 to the Holy Land for Hajj, and I saw their places of worship. This one can compare with any standard mosque in this world. I don't have a doubt. From the beginning of the construction to the finishing to the end, I was fully participatory in the supervisory activities of the mosque. So I can assure you it's a highly standardized mosque that can compete with anyone in this world.
Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. And when I say I'm overwhelmed, it's an understatement. the executive secretary has said it all, and I must say that initially the mosque used to be very small, but with this big edifice, honestly, I'm happy that at least it's a collective responsibility for Arcn Muslim Ummah. Everybody contributed toward it. So I'm so happy now. Now everybody will now pray with ease of mind. So I'm overwhelmed. I'm so happy about it.
Well, it was pleasure. It wasn't that hard, but we try our best to give the best we could. And as you can see, we were able to achieve a great task. And with this, it can be presented anywhere in the world, the standard. Well, the thing is that there is need for togetherness, helping each other, building a community that is unbreakable. Because without that, we couldn't have achieved this. It is wholly from the community that they raise this fund to be able to build this kind of mosque for them. Without that, it wouldn't have been possible.
Conclusion of the commissioning of the new Arcn mosque, which is facilitated by the Muslim Ummas in the council. It is hoped that the religious and the work ethics is going to be balanced in a way that none is going to affect the other. From the Arcn mosque, I'm Khadija Uluwatoyin. Amin.